and thank you for joining the Tuesday edition of Journalist Hangout. I am Esther Mokwariola. Today on the program, Southeast governors, lawmakers move to resolve student loan hiccups affecting the geopolitical zone. President Tinubu appoints new NIA DSS Directors General. And later on the show, NFF appoints German Bruno Labbadia new Super Eagles coach. I will be hanging out with Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Majid Jamiu, while me and Akiri will join us later for sports. Journalist Hangout starts now. Student loan hiccups in the Southeast geopolitical zone may soon be a thing of the past. In this regard, Southeast governors and lawmakers have stepped in to resolve the issues preventing students in the zone from benefiting from the federal government's student loan scheme. The Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, assured the students that the challenges would be addressed soon to ensure they benefit from the scheme. And this intervention is coming after concerns over exclusion of Southeast institutions from the Nigerian Education Loan Fund's list of eligible schools. Majid, let me come to you first on this. Now, there have been a lot of outcry over the perceived exclusion now of the Southeast from the educational loan scheme. But however, what's your take, first off, on the NEL Fund's defense that the lack of the beneficiaries in the institution is due to the institutions failing to verify the list and not any deliberate exclusion, as it were?
Yeah. I also read media houses on this matter. Basically, you cannot blame a NEL fund because this loan is not something that they just give you. I mean, you have to apply for it. For example, in Michael Okpara University, only 406 applied out of 21,342 students. Abia State University, there are 17,920 students that are eligible. None, zero application. And where they even, I mean, okay, like University of Nigeria, Nsukka, has eligible students of 40,769. Only 781 applied. And out of these applications, you discover that even most of them fail to impute their JAMB results. You have to impute your JAMB results. Then there are some other forms you need to fill, like your NIN, so that it is from the NIN and the BVN that they will know that you are not collecting twice. So that you know the NIN is unique to NIN. So it's all sorts of infractions. And I believe NEL Fund has met with the authorities in these universities and also with the intervention of the National Assembly and Southeast governors. I believe this could be corrected. So it's not as if a section of the country is being excluded. I mean, you only get what you ask for. I mean, it's not a situation where NEL Fund just allocated to schools. Like in, I think, Bayero University had got the highest, 853 million, followed by University of Maiduguri with 589 million, while universities like UI got 201 million. So, depending on your student population, I mean, UNN, for example, with a student population of 40,000 plus, only 798 applied. And even with the application, there's a verification portal where NEL Fund, I mean, all these others, it's the same criteria. I mean, all these other universities too, is the same process. So you can only get what you seek, what you ask for. And it's not as if this is cumbersome when, I mean, an average university student is supposed to be able to use computer-based tests and stuff like that, because at least in the past 5-6 years now, students entering university go through UTME and post-JAMP. All these are conducted by CBT, computer-based tests. So it's the same technology that NELFund is using. So you upload your documents, the JAMP results, WAEC results, also admission letter, and I think a verification from the school, from the school. So I don't think I want to blame NELFund here, because other schools in other parts of the country, south, southwest, and the north, are beneficiaries.
From this as well. Now, BKO, first off, how can we ensure inclusivity, equal opportunities for all students in all regions, knowing that NELFund is saying they didn't do this intentionally, and everyone can be happy with this initiative, so to speak, from the federal government?
I think that from the beginning, some schools were excluded because they didn't do the needful. In fact, the number of beneficiaries would not have been this high if NELFund had not gotten across early in the day to say, look, the documents that we expect every applicant to attach, not every applicant is attaching it. And if you do not attach it, it automatically disqualifies you. I think also that in the North, many people believed in the project, believed it will work, much more than the naysayers in southern Nigeria. You can see that the North has tremendously benefited from this scheme, even though the author of the scheme is someone from Lagos State. It was Gbajabi Amila's bill from the beginning. But it doesn't matter whose bill it was. It is for Nigerians, and Nigerians who do the right thing. Look at Abia State Polytechnic, 2,543 eligible students, but none applied due to missing JAM result. So this missing JAM result was the main reason disqualifying a lot of these people. Only 11 applicants were received from the Federal College of Education, EHA, and MUFU, out of 241 eligible students. None applied from the 1,577 eligible students of Federal Poly, Oko, and Anambra State. This is one of the most popular polytechnics in our country. And you can imagine that out of 1,577 students eligible from Federal Polytechnic, Oko, not one person applied. Because once you do not provide what is being asked for, this thing cannot be rigged. It's not something that you can do man, no man. No. Just follow. In the past, if you know the bill was amended and re-amended, I know that even TED Fund made contributions to making the bill a much better one, and the president had to then review and then resign. He had passed the bill, he has signed the bill into law before, but it was withdrawn. And then the mistakes, for example, the issue of what was it called? Who guarantees a loan?
Yeah.
Was removed.
Yeah.
So that it will make it seamless for everyone. Power is in the hand of the student who is registering for it. A lot of people sat on social media and they were dismissing this thing, that it will not work, it will not work. I'm not surprised, especially in southern Nigeria, that a lot of them didn't see any value to this thing. But in the north, you can see that they benefited tremendously. So if you do the right thing, definitely you will not be left out. The only place where I blame Nelfund and key people in this administration is, look, people can easily sit down on social media especially and damage your reputation because of little things that you felt, well, since they didn't do the right thing, that's all. In an entire geopolitical zone, for there not to be beneficiaries is an anathema. It's not something that we should permit to happen.
Right.
So a red flag should have been raised earlier to say, look, we got a lot of applications, especially from the southeast. But these were the issues that we observed. And for that reason, for now, none of them are succeeded. The right thing for them to do, and through the schools, through these institutions where these people are applying, you can send the message, get the message across to say, look, your students are making this mistake. Because it should make the people in government, it should make the people in Nelfund happy if everyone, across our country, everyone is benefiting. Because we have not said, oh, this is for people from, from the South, for example, if from the South, people are benefiting, why not Southeast? You know, some people will not understand the point that I'm making. But if you just see that it appears for the whole of this zone, no school has benefited, though, it should get you
worried.
Yes, to say, look, let's remind these people to do the right thing. Let's let them know why their applications are failing. Because if you don't do that, they will come and say it's because they didn't vote for Tinubu. How many people voted for Tinubu in the South? Are they not benefiting? Huh? Atiku won more states than Tinubu in the North now. He won more states. Are they not benefiting more than everybody? So if you need to consciously go out to debunk some of these negative narratives. But if you sit back that, oh, Shebi is their problem, if they don't apply properly, that is their problem. No, people will not see it like that. Benjamin Kalu has come out now, along with those governors, to try to find out what happened. Now we are seeing
what happened.
What happened. One, they didn't apply enough, because if you look at the quantum of people eligible to apply and the number of people that have applied from those institutions, you know that there's a kind of disinterest. So they didn't apply enough, that's one. And two, the key requirement is the attachment of your JAMB results. They didn't attach JAMB results. So now you have to get them. What we are about to do now, telling them to do the right thing and all that, should have been done earlier. Nelfund should have raised that flag. You have to be politically correct. Because people say that, oh, political correctness. No, political correctness can also help you to achieve political victory. It can help you to combust negative narratives.
Right.
People in government must think sensibly. Because at the end of the day, they will say, oh, it's because they didn't vote for Tinubu. Oh, it was Obi that they voted for. Yes, Obi incinerated everybody in the Southeast because they saw their blood on the ballot and they voted for him. But the Southeast is an important component of our country.
Right.
Sure.
Whatever others get, or merit, they also deserve to get. This is the truth. I'm not patronizing anybody. In future, when we are faced with this kind of situation, what I'm saying, that is the way they should behave, because it's a big red flag. How come the whole of Southeast? For me, I didn't even know that this was the problem. How come the whole of Southeast? What? You then investigate why. This is the problem. Let them know that this is why
this happened.
This has happened.
Let's quickly move on to our next focus of discussion, where there is a fresh breath of air in Nigeria's security architecture as President Bola Tinubu made